Prince of Wales actually launched the campaign on Australia Day, dare I say, on the January 26, 2010, in a very cold barn in Cambridgeshire. Since then we have expanded the campaign not only to work with UK retail, UK designers, UK colleges and universities, and of course the UK is an important, or one of the key countries for providing and giving designer education. The 13 students who came down to Clarence House today were absolutely enchanted by the whole experience. It was a student designs a sweater for a specific retailer, and the retailer picks the student that it wants to work with. And we noticed with the Prince of Wales today that a lot of the students and companies working with the students are from the same geographical area: Northumbria, Scotland, West Yorkshire and the English Midlands. So it's a perfect example of local education, higher education, coming into contact with local industry. The quality of the knitwear was superb. Some of the students hadn't worked with wool before, which is an interesting point, and they discovered the properties of wool. Not only is wool to keep you warm, but one of the students noticed that wool can also keep you cool, which is not universally noticed by the general public. So that's one of our messages, that wool is universal, and the Prince of Wales was able to talk about his particular interest in sustainability, and he also briefed the students, and I'm sure that some of them didn't know, about the non-flammability of wool and how we wanted to work with several organisations and several key retailers to talk about wool's properties both in the interior side and on the fashion side.
We both design for J. Barber & Sons. I do menswear and Naomi does women's wear. We got given a brief from Campaign for Wool, and then after that you tailor it to your specific brand. So I've done it for the Barber Boatyard range, so I've sort of taken in the brief of the British heritage, the British Isles, knitwear traditions from the Campaign for Wool, but then tailored it towards the Barber brand as well, because it has to get sold.
And Barber were really keen on having a Fair Isle jumper to add to their Autumn/Winter 14 collection. Therefore, I designed that. I wanted to take a bit of a different approach to it, as I'm interested in structure myself as a designer. So I went out into the countryside and took lots of pictures of all the styles that are used, and all of like gates, but they were all broken down. So my design was inspired by all the gates and the wood huts that are in the countryside.
You met the Prince of Wales today, and you didn't know you were going to meet him?
No, right? all it said on the sheet,
mystery
VIP guest. So we were all rather pleasantly surprised by
practiced our codes.
Yes.
And what did he say to you?
He knew an awful lot about the knitwear himself, and I was quite surprised at his knowledge of it all.
And the brands as well. I think Bora and Barber obviously got the Royal Warrant, so he knows a lot about the brands, and you can tell he really cares about it.
Yeah, he's definitely
he's very friendly.
No, it wasn't as intimidating as we were all a bit nervous beforehand, but it was really lovely to see him, and obviously a bit of a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity that we've been granted, so it was really...
And there's some sheep too?
Yeah, the sheep were lovely. And they were...
Oh.
That's it.
That's
great.
perfect.
That's lovely.
Great.
And all eyes towards me, please. That's lovely. That's fantastic.
Well done.